Joy Guru, today I would like to discuss about the views of Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾 on women's self-defense. In one sentence, it may be completed. Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾 wanted women to be self-sufficient in all respects, including self-defense against all sorts of atrocities, sexual harassments, teasing, molestations, and like that. Now, coming into the details, it is entirely a wrong conception that Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾 wanted women to be powerless, weak, strengthless, and incapable. He did not like that woman who cannot self-defend against wicked, vile persons. Actually, he advocated strong actions should be taken against such hooligans, rowdy elements, roguish elements, and actions be taken by that particular woman who is subjected to such incidents, such atrocities. And I would try to substantiate these views of Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾 by citing certain incidents. But the tragedy is this, that if we go through the sermons or mottos of Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾, some of the mottos or some of the sermons, then it may apparently seem that Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾 wanted women to be shy, modest, bashful, even before a malicious, crafty, vicious, roguish male persons. And now, in a book entitled Narid Niti in Bengali, it means Principles of Women, where he says that a female or a girl should not sacrifice her feminine qualities. And bashfulness, modesty is definitely one of the feminine qualities. But this does not automatically mean that he wanted that women should be shy, bashful, modest, even against such wicked, malicious, crafty persons. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, nothing can be far from the truth. And he says that males and females are but same but opposite entities. In his own word, Samo Biporit Satta. It means that no one is inferior or superior than anyone. I would try to sustain. I will not go into the details about this phenomenon, that is Samo Biporit Satta. I would like to restrict my deliberations only on the views of Sree Sree Thakur 𝐒𝐻𝐾 on women's self-defense. Now, he wanted females should be robust, strong-built, by performing exercises, by performing self-defensive arts like karate, jujutsu, kushti, that is wrestling, struggling, etc. And she should self-defend against vile, wicked persons. And he very much disliked, meek, weak, submissive women. And he wanted that females should be the saviors of their own against all sorts of dangers, attacks, etc. and she must not be unnecessarily shy, modest against such atrocities. Now once he went to Poradaho station and he saw an incident. In his own words, he has stated that I saw a girl who was entering into a toilet and a wicked male was following her. And seeing this, that girl gradually moving backward and backward, and in turn she was actually facilitating that particular wicked male to grab her. However, meanwhile, some people saw this episode and they actually chased him, and naturally that particular male speedily ran away from the spot. But that girl, I saw that girl, was so shocked in fear that she was trembling in fear for almost half an hour. And Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra stated that, on the same day, I saw another incident in Bandel station. I saw that a woman who was cladded by long cloth tucked behind at her waist, perhaps she was a Marathi woman, and she was found to mercilessly beat a male by her shoes. No one actually could fathom the reason behind it. Afterwards, it was known that that particular male, while he was washing his face in tap water, he deliberately sprayed some amount of water towards her in an attempt to attack her modesty. And the girl, befittingly actually treated him. And then Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra has commented that these Marathi women, Marathi people in general, were like Bengali people, but Shivaji shaped them differently. Now, if we deeply introspect, these two incidents and the observations of Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra, then we may come to some concrete conclusion. Number one is simply this, that he does not like shy, bashful, modest women who cannot protest or self-defend, against such atrocities, such sexual harassments, such eve-teasing, such unbecoming behavior by wicked males. And as a matter of fact, he does not support the conduct of the girl who was at Poradaho station, because she was unnecessarily shy and modest against such vile, wicked person. And secondly, he was, rather Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra, he wants the conduct of the Marathi woman in Bandel station, because she very befittingly treated this wicked male, by mercilessly beating him with her shoes. So, not only that, he rules that Bengali people were like, Marathi people were like Bengalis, who were rather meek, submissive against all sorts of atrocities. But Shivaji shaped them accordingly. That means that Shivaji shaped them differently, was liked, was very much appreciated by Sree Sree Thakur Anukulchandra. As a matter of fact, he wanted women, women should be self-protestant in such incidents. And on 13th April 1950, when he was in Devghar, then during afternoon of that particular day, a group of youth exhibited you see, jujutsu before him. He was visibly delighted to witness such exhibition. And then he commented that these exercises are very good and effective, and he wanted that these exercises, or it's a jujutsu, it's a Japanese self-defensive art. These exercises should be taught in schools and colleges. Not only that, he has also stated that these should be spread, or this should be propagated even, you see, to the remote villages. And then he has stated that only one person masters this art is not at all enough. People in general should master this art, and not only that, you see, almost all the people should master these self-defensive arts, so that, you see, only then these exercises or these self-defensive arts would be beneficial for the society. The wicked persons, the rogue persons cannot do harm to people. And he further stated that girls should master these arts. He has stated that some girls at first should practice these arts, and then in turn they would impart these teachings to other girls, so that the women can self-defend against all sorts of atrocities, sufferings, hooliganism, sexual harassments, eve-teasing, molestation, danger, attacks by wicked persons. They can self-defend. So it is quite, it is absolutely evident that Sree Sree Thakur Anukula Chandra, he wanted that women be self-sufficient in all respects, including self-defense against atrocities, dangers, attacks, sexual harassments, eve-teasing, molestations, rape, and all sorts of vulgar activities. And they can establish themselves in the society as independent entities. So, live in love. Joy Guru.